Okay. Twins won today. Can you believe it? I can barely believe it because, god damn it, a lot of that game looked like a fucking rerun to me. Looked like we were headed for 1-6 on the homestand with 6 straight losses to finish it. It was like I said, it was a rerun. They got a couple runs early. I think it was Arise got a hit to drive a couple runs in, and then the bats went catatonic again. The one slight variation today was that we did score a run like the kind of in the middle innings. Sano actually hit a fucking home run. He actually got a hit. Congratulations to Miguel for your 4th hit of the season. It's great stuff. And then all the Sano bobos were like, "See, Sano's great. All you people have been doubting him." Well, that raised his average up to about 100, so he's doing pretty good. So that was the one variation. So that made it 3-0. So we're up 3-0. But the better news was on the pitching side, Michael Pineda is lights out. 7 innings, 1 hit. I forget how many walks. Obviously not too many walks because he didn't only throw 88 pitches. One of the best starts, certainly, of his career, I would think. Certainly, it's got to be the running for his best start with the Twins. But it's not good enough for Rocco, because what does Rocco do every time a Twins starting pitcher is pitching, game of his life or something that could be the equivalent? He pulls him out early. I swear to God, why do you want to be a baseball manager if you fucking hate pitchers? I don't get it. If you hate an entire position group. So he pulls him after 7. 8th inning, Robles comes in. And I don't have a problem with Robles pitching in a game. But, even Morneau said it on the broadcast. At that point, Boston's just, thrilled to see anybody who's not Michael Pineda. And they sure looked like they were thrilled because they immediately start getting base runners. Before you know it, the bases are loaded. They got to pull Robles. They bring in Taylor Rogers, which, again, you talk about Rocco hating starting pitchers. I think sometimes he hates relief pitchers because he loves bringing guys in impossible situations. That was such a fucking tough spot to bring Rogers into. And I've been hard on Taylor Rogers, obviously. I have many videos from last year where I'm cursing him out. But he's been pretty good this year for the most part. You bring him in, it looks like he's probably going to get out of it. Foul tip, strike 2 foul tip, 2 outs. I've never seen one like this before. Jeffers has the ball in his glove, deep into his glove, or his mid, actually, and he drops it. And I don't know what the fuck was going on there. How do you drop that? And wouldn't you know it, right after that, bases clearing double to tie the game. Now, you could be mad that hey, come back, get the out, get the guy. I'm not mad at Robles. I'm not mad at Rogers. I'm mad at Rocco because he yanked a fucking starting pitcher for no reason again. This is just every game. It's unbelievable how every decision he makes with pitchers is wrong. It's amazing. I don't understand why he refuses, and I'm sure it's analytics says you can't go above this and you can't do that. Go beyond analytics for once in your life, you arrogant jackass. It's not about analytics when a guy's given up 1 hit in 7 innings and hasn't been touched. He's guy for the White Sox almost threw a perfect game last night. Rocco would have pulled his ass after 7 innings too, probably. Because of analytics. You know what? Analytics is like religion. There's parts of it that can be useful, that can be helpful, but when you treat it like gospel, and you treat every word as the unquestioned truth, that's when you're going to get in trouble. And this analytics stuff with him, he's obviously a true believer. Everything he believes in, everything with analytics, like he believes it fully. He won't be swayed, and no one's going to sway him. So we're stuck with this. But and again, pissed off for Pineda. Pineda pitches an amazing game, and he doesn't get a win. And I know it's pitcher wins aren't valued, but still, he deserved a win. He deserved the win, and he didn't get it because of his manager. Again, with the first guess mistakes, and even if Robles and whoever goes in and you pitch the rest of the game, you're fine. You don't give up the lead. It's still irritating because it's just not needed to do. Then they'll come back and say, well, our bullpen's overworked. Well, it's overworked because you're overworking it by choice. I mean, this is a choice that they are making with these pitchers to do this stuff. So obviously it seemed like we were doomed. Like the bottom of the eighth, we had a great chance to score. We had a couple guys on, couldn't get them in. The same old shit. And then Colome's coming in the ninth, so everyone rightfully is like, oh God. He gives up a double with one out. Does get out of it, thankfully. This time he finally got out of one. It's like, do you give him credit for getting out of a jam when he's the one who created the jam in the first place? I don't know, but and then finally in the bottom of the ninth, got first couple guys on, including Arraez, who had 4 hits, and he's a boss. We actually bunted. I couldn't believe it. We had first and second with nobody out, and they bunted. I could not believe it. They had Jake Cave bunt. I could not believe what I just saw. And that worked. It got him second and third. Then Cruz was up. He strikes out, and you're like, oh God, here we go. Second and third. We had first and second with nobody out, second and third with 1 out, and they're not going to score, and we're going to go to extras, and it's going to be the Manfred rule again. Thankfully, Max Kepler, light hitting Max Kepler, blooped one in there, and that's all we ask for a lot of times. Is just, you don't always have to go try to swing for the fences every time. Just get a bloop here and there. Bloops are good too. And Kepler got the bloop, and Arraez rushed around, scored, and they got their first walk-off of the year. They got their first walk-off in front of actual people in, 2 seasons. And, I wouldn't say they salvaged the homestand because it was still a fucking terrible homestand, and you're still under 500. You're 6-7 now. You had, a 2-5 homestand. Not good. A lot of the same fucking problems were there in this game, but at least this one you managed to squeak out a win. But again, it just drives me nuts that Rocco will not get out of his own way with this shit, and it's gonna just continue. Now they're going out to the West Coast for road trip. It's gonna just continue. There's gonna be a game where someone's pitching really fucking good, probably because we have good starting pitching, and Rocco's gonna go and yank him to put in some random relief pitcher, whoever he decides, whoever the analytics tells him is the right guy, and I don't know if analytics is why he put Robles in over Rogers to start the inning or whatever, but obviously that was the wrong decision. Even if you believe these decisions are right, they're all proving to be wrong, and eventually, you can use whatever decision-making method you want, but if all these decisions are wrong, maybe, it's like the Seinfeld thing, if every instinct you have is wrong, the opposite would have to be right. Well, maybe that's what they need to do. And, I don't know that they will, because Rocco's a stubborn jackass son of a bitch, as I've previously stated. But I don't know. At least they won. At least they got a win. You don't have to. It doesn't have to be like super catastrophic anymore. But man alive, just Rocco, get out of your own way.